And Gilles, the war is over. Everyone's real happy. As for me,
that sword represents our family's honor.
You're a little more important than my sword. But just a little.
where did you go? Zach here.
It's been a while, Zach.
Sephiroth.
Come to Lazard's room.
Oh, all right.
Video number 800, ladies and gentlemen. Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. In the last part, shit went down, to put it bluntly. So let's read a mail we just got from Council, Angel in White. Have you seen a guy wearing a white coat and glasses with dark hair and a ponytail? That's Hojo, head of the science department. He rose to the top when he established the method of using Genova cells to create soldier operatives. It was more than 20 years ago that scientists vying for the top spot apparently had a mudslinging feud. Hojo's in the training room now. I wonder what he could be studying. Maybe I'll sneak into the training room later. Well, that's good to know, and we can actually go do that right now, but I want to do a side thing really quick. By the way, I should mention at this point, new missions have unlocked. 311 and 312, 512, 813 through 816, and 831 through 836 are all available now as well. And we want to head into the briefing room because there is a little cutscene we can find here. And you call yourself a member of Soldier? I'm sorry, sir. I don't think you understand the most important thing about being a soldier operative. You better start thinking about it now. What's going on? You don't look very familiar. You must be a new third class. I'm Zach. Nice to meet you. Yes, sir. I joined Soldier just last month. But I can't seem to get anything right. I'm only getting in other people's way. That's why he was yelling at me. You're gonna let a few mistakes get to you? Stay strong. You're in Soldier. But he said he was gonna fire me if I screw up my next mission. I'm so done for. Ah, come on. Don't be such a wuss. Buck up. I know, but... You're a bunch of nerves. Tell you what, I'll go on your next mission for you. What? You'd do that for me? Just don't tell anyone. And be sure to watch and learn. You got it? Yes, I'll try. And for doing that, we got more missions. 711 through 716, which I'll be doing actually momentarily. By the way, check out our good old pod, and we get a star pendant. If I recall, that prevents poison. Ever since the War of Wutai was declared over, even Director Lazard's been old in his office. I don't know what would keep him so busy after war. You can use the elevator to go up to the Soldier Director's office. Interesting. And we do need to go up to his office, so that's actually really good to know. Either way, at this point, let's actually go to the training room that Council mentioned. We were actually in it, technically, in terms of plot, earlier. The very beginning of the game with the Behemoth fight was in here. The training room is currently under use by the science department for a top-secret experiment. Hence, it is off-limit to all other personnel. This applies to you as well, Mr. Soldier. But I, being the coward that I am, cannot muster the courage to enforce this prohibition upon you. Hence, I must call upon your conscience to decide whether you will enter or not. God, I love that dialogue. Ah, there you are. Let us begin the experiment. Experiment? What experiment? Never mind, just go into the training room. I can't go without knowing what for. Explaining my experiment would be a waste of time since you don't understand its brilliance, but I want to verify the virtual data I extracted from a certain soldier operative's combat results. You're going to help me validate my data by participating in simulated combat. I'll show you what soldier can do. Now, my precious data, destroy the study sample and prove my greatness. Did you say something? Nothing at all. Let us begin. This little side quest has 4 fights that Hojo's putting us up to. 2 Wutai privates, 178 HP, and 1 Fouliner, which is 482 HP. We've seen these things before. Well, that looked rather convincing for a fluke. Did I get the data settings wrong? That wasn't a fluke, that was all me. A sample needed being so assertive. Whatever your claim is, you need to back it up with data. So here's your chance to prove your abilities. Go and fight the next monster. You bet. These settings should do the trick. What'd you say? Nothing. Let us begin. Next fight is once again pretty easy. 3 guard hounds, 491 HP each, which is, well, one shot for me. I'm too powerful, I can't help it. What in the name of... Were the settings off again? That was nothing for a soldier operative. Soldier! Oh, I see, you remember a soldier. Then give the next program a try. This one should be a problem for someone in soldier. I'll fight everything you throw at me. Huh, I didn't notice you were a soldier. The world is full of useless classifications. Did I hear you say something? You heard nothing. Let us begin. Yet again, not new enemies. 2 blood tastes, 914 HP. Impressive. I think you have what it takes to be a study sample. Whatever that is, I don't think I want it. You should be proud of yourself. It's only once every couple of years we get someone like you. Gee, I'm glad to have beaten those odds. While we're here, how would you like to go on an extra special program? An extra special program? It's a powerful program that I directly modified myself. Professor Hojo, you're not pitting a human against that program, are you? Not that one. Please say you're not serious. It would be a great match for such a wonderful study sample such as yourself. Bring it on. You have to listen to me. That program is no joke. Do not go in there. It may just cost your life. This program is not safe by any means. I still have to go for it. You are a worthy study sample indeed. You need not worry. Your remains shall become a valuable contribution to science. Now, my precious program, show him why I am great. All shall bow down powerless in your presence. Next fight is actually somewhat tough. It is a fight against a behemoth of sorts. Experiment 88, 9,999 HP. It's pretty much the same fight as the first fight in the game, only more HP. Oh, and the summon thing. Yeah, that was grammar. But you just get chain slash instead. Oh, well. Though, fun little behind-the-scenes fact, this fight crashed on me twice for some reason. I'm assuming due to the large polygons of the behemoth, or due to its... I have no idea. It's annoying. But either way, third time was the charm, and it's down. Or it should be down. Thank you for dying. This is impossible. Wait, I have a new hypothesis. Yes, I am a genius after all. Ahem. I believe you were saying something about my remains. Yes, with my knowledge, skills, and inspiration, you and I are going to develop a special relationship. Hello? You're not listening, are ya? Well, you should get used to that, Zach. That's Hojo for you. Either way with that, that's... Actually, is that... No, that's not all the side stuff, actually. But I do want to save and actually do those missions that soldier guy gave us a few moments ago. The third class missions. And here I am afterwards. A couple levels higher, 6 hours, 4 minutes in. Though it's worth noting, those aren't the only missions I did. I also... Well, first up, these are the missions that he gave us, 711 through 7316. I also did through the rematch of Bahamut, so now he's been added to my summon DMW, which does Mega Flare. It's worth doing the next 2 missions in that as well, because that's how you get the Odin Materia, which upon use casts Zantetsuken, which is an instant kill if they're available to it. Either way, let's report to him that we completed those missions and get a cutscene. There you are. I guess I'm no good after all. What happened? You've taught me a lot, Zach, but I'm still screwing up. I just don't think I have what it takes to be a soldier. Hey, come on, what happened to the nail-eating guy I saw the other day? I've decided to quit soldier and go back home. I heard you're quitting a soldier. Yes, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. Did you find out the most important thing about being a soldier operative? No, I never did. But I do know what it is that kept me going until today. I had a dream that someday I would be a prime soldier operative just like Zach. That was the dream that kept me going this far. Huh. There was something my mentor used to tell me when I was a rookie. He used to say, embrace your dreams. Embrace your dreams? My mentor used to help me with my missions just like Zach to help you with yours. Wait a minute, could that mentor be the most important thing about being a soldier operative is to embrace your dreams. My mentor taught me that. To embrace my dreams. And we get premium tires ×1 for something. I don't know what. Okay, I'll embrace my dreams. I'm gonna stay and try to become a soldier operative just like you. I guess I should start working on my squads. My first goal is to do 1,000. If you've never played Final Fantasy VII Vanilla, that joke makes no sense. I should mention, with certain plot lines like that, the soldier will actually show up after all the missions you complete, and that's how you get extra dialogue. Some other mission chains do that as well, like one I should be doing later on. Either way, President's Declaration from Shinra News. We hereby declare the end of the war with Wu-Tide. Worthy of note is Sephiroth, Soldier First Class, whose contributions were instrumental in bringing about a peaceful resolution with a minimum of casualties. The end of this war marks the beginning of a distribution and further development of Mako throughout all regions. The Shinra Company is dedicated to these goals and will continue to achieve them by any means possible, President Shinra. That was me talking very fast. Holy hell, I haven't talked that fast in a while. At the end of war from Lazard. Soldier members, I thank you for your daily hard work. The long war has finally come to an end, all thanks to the heroic efforts by Sephiroth and everyone in Soldier. However, the era around Shinra remains tense. Threats from powerful armed forces and anti-Shinra elements are too numerous to list. We could deem these distortions born out of Shinra's meteoric rise to glory. And we, as members of Shinra, must always face these distortions with integrity. I hope you keep this in your hearts as you continue in your duties. Yes. Thank you, Lazard. Hey, Zach. What's up, Consul? So the war's over. Yeah, did you hear about all I did? The company reports don't mention you at all. And the TV news only remarks about Sephiroth's remarkable bravery. But Sephiroth was with B units! Heroes are chosen by the media. That's just how it is. Thanks for crushing my dreams. Oh, Zach, you poor, poor fellow. Oh, come on, cheer up, will ya? Either way, go up to the Soldier Director's office for cutscenes!
Congratulations. As of this moment, you're promoted to Soldier First Class.
I thought I'd be happier.
Understandable. Too much happened too fast. Zach, I'm afraid I need your assistance again.
Are you pushing another assignment on me?
My apologies.
Whatever.
I'll fill you in on the assignment, but before that, go to the briefing room and change into a Soldier First Class uniform. And now we are back in black. I like it, though it's gonna be weird looking at this at first after we're so used to the purplish blue. And we can now equip 6 materia as well! Are you Zach? That would be me. With your promotion to First Class, you're now authorized to use materia fusion. Whoa! So what do I do? Look at the main menu. You should be able to now select materia fusion. Try fusing these 2 materia. It should give you an idea of how it works. Let me know if you have any questions. Materia fusion's pretty simple. You take 2 materia, fuse them together. It takes SP, but it's worth it because you can generally get stronger materia out of it. Like Fire plus Blizzard, the 2 at the top, that'll give you Thunder. What I do later off-screen is Cure plus a level 3 Fire. And that gives me Cura, which is the 2nd level Cure spell. This is generally how you're going to get a lot more powerful materia. So make sure you learn it, because it's a pretty easy system. I think there's recipes on GameFAQs for it or something. Ooh, mail. Personnel announcement 0103 from Shinra News. This is an official notification of the change in status of the following personnel. Angel Hewley, Soldier First Class, killed in action. Genesis Rhapsodus, Soldier First Class, killed in action. Bullshit! Hey, you sure you've learned enough about materia fusion? I got it. Materia fusion's still under development. We don't know all the answers to what combinations yield what kind of materia. So we want you to try all kinds of combinations. If you ever get an interesting one, tell us. Good luck. Thank you, generic scientist NPC. Are you done changing your outfit? Yeah, I just got a crash course in materia fusion too. Then report back to the director's office. I'll brief you on your assignment. Yes, sir. Now, you see, we could do that, or we can get more mail. And this is just materia fusion tutorial stuff as well. You can read it. I don't feel like it. But you see, we could do that, or we can go do some side questy stuff, because that is a lot more satisfying. That is a term I just said, my god. And more mail. Went to see Loveless from Kunsel. Genesis KIA? Yeah, right. Who did you think they're trying to fool? Just got back from seeing the stage production of Loveless in Midgard. Genesis was a big fan, wasn't he? I usually don't care for classic drama, but it was pretty damn good. The guy is the hero in the original, but the play was more from the viewpoint of the girl who helps the guy. When I heard the last line, of course, I'll come back to you. Even if you don't promise to wait, I'll return knowing that you'll be here. Oh man, that's when I lost it and started bawling. Can we have a game from Kunsel's point of view, please? That would probably be really funny. Either way, at this point, we're going to head back into Sector 8. First off, you can now talk to most of the other fangirls, to put it bluntly, and join their clubs, aside from the Sephiroth fan club. You can't join that yet. You do want to join all the clubs, because it does eventually pay off. Eventually. Very, very eventually, actually. And I don't feel like reading girl text at the moment because my voice can't easily do that. But yeah, we want to join all the clubs. It's worth it. I don't do it here because I forgot if I was going to do it or not. But yeah. No, I'm surprised they didn't give these girls at least somewhat unique sprites, NPC models, to indicate the fact that they are in these fan clubs. But well, it's a PSP game. They're big, but they can't be too big. Otherwise, multiple UMDs, and that would be really inconvenient. First off, for casing perspectives, but also for other ones. Either way, we want to talk to this guy. Judging from your looks, you're a soldier guy from Shinra, aren't you? Yeah, I'm a soldier. Zack's the name. I don't know where you Shinra people get off being so arrogant. So what do you think is up with the herds of monsters roaming around Midgar and Calm? Around Midgar? What, don't tell me you didn't know about this. Didn't you say you weren't a soldier? Then here's something else you should know. The study of planet life tells of the legend of weapons, guardians of the planet. When they sense the planet's danger, they're roused to destroy that which ills the planet. So, what does that have to do with the monsters? That which ills the planet. Sounds like the Shinra company to me. You've got a wild imagination, buddy. So you're saying these legendary weapons are out to get Shinra? Please, they're just monsters. Laugh it up while you can. And talking to that guy actually triggers some missions. I'll tell you which ones in a moment. Let me ask you something, Mr. Soldier. Do you know of a dandy gentleman on a black chocobo? No, I might know someone like that. No way, you know him too? He looks so suave in his 10-gallon hat. And he's such a nice guy, too. Just the other day on my way to Calm, I was attacked by monsters. You've heard about them roaming around Midgar, haven't you? Well, that's when he saved me, the dashing man on the jet black chocobo. I'd rather trust my life to him than any average soldier guy. Anyone who plays 7 knows that she's talking about Joe with his black chocobo tail. Either way, talking to those two actually triggers 2 new side quests. By the way, I got mail from the fan clubs. Genesis Fan Club Newsletter 667 and GL Fan Club Newsletter 312. Let's read them. We've received word that our dear Genesis has been killed in action. Though we find this report hard to believe, members are planning a get-together for one last farewell at the foot of the bridge in Sector 8. During the event, we will be selling apple jewelry created as a homage to Genesis. Please buy the apple-shaped accessory, wear it, and let us always feel Genesis inside of our hearts. Hello, fan club members! Let's take another peek into NGL's unauthorized profile. Most valuable possession? His camera, a gift from his mother. He uses it to take shots of the scenery whenever he goes on a mission. Most valued skill, cooking with leftovers. Self-catering is essential to frugal living. Housewives and our readership should take note. That's all for this update. We'll let you know when we have more to share with you. Either way, to this point, we have more missions to do. Talking to those guys, that man and that woman, rather, trigger missions 211 and 212. Which I do off-screen. Right then. So now let's go talk to the guy. I don't think the girl says anything, and if she does, oh well, I've missed it. You know, do you have to stand all the way over here? You can't be closer to the save point? No? Okay. I got rid of all the monsters around town. Heh, some weapons they were. Just ordinary monsters. Piece of cake. Huh. You Shinra people are never going to get it. But remember, it's the planet that's in deep trouble. Are you a member of Avalanche or something? Don't let me together with those idiots. They claim justice for the planet, but murder is still their method of choice, no different from Shinra. Alright, that's it. You think you can say anything and get away with it? Now listen to you. Now, you listen to me. I'm a soldier fighting to protect everyone in the world from its dangers. Is that what you want to say? I don't care who or how you fight, but the fact is that you're oblivious to how sick this planet is. That's the real danger the planet is facing. Tell me how you're gonna fight that. Ooh. Now you might notice something. He mentioned Avalanche. But you might be thinking, Avalanche was in 7, and this is a prequel to 7. Yes, it is, but Avalanche in 7 is the second Avalanche. There was a game that we as Americans never got by the name of Before Crisis Final Fantasy VII, a mobile RPG, starring the Turks, actually. And their fight against a much more terrorist organization of Avalanche that was out to kill people and take the wrong way of trying to save the planet. I wish I could play it, but I can't very well find a way to do that easily. Either way, on the way back there, I got another mail. NGL Fan Club Newsletter 313. Today's update features a conversation between NGL and Genesis. You better do something about those plants in your room. Those plants represent nature. Some of us converse with nature to own our spirit and honor. And some of us are getting bugs in our rooms because of those blasted things. Come on, don't you remember we used to have bugs in our rooms all the time when we were kids? And that's why I hate them. In the past, it can stay there. We're in Midgar. We're not supposed to have nature here. City Boy Genesis and Nature Lover NGL. So completely different, yet friends all the same. And with that, let's finally head back to Lizard.
The company has decided to eliminate Genesis and his cohorts. This includes Angeal as well.
And you want me to do it?
No, the Shinra army will handle it.
What about me?
They don't trust you.
They believe your emotions will hamper your judgment.
Well, of course.
That's why I'm going too.
To kill them?
An intruder.
Where?
Close. Sephiroth, the president. Zack, entrance.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, this is kind of sudden, but okay. I've actually never talked to Lizard here. I'm not sure what he says. Head to the entrance now. What the? It stopped? Let's get off and look around. You don't have to do this, but I want to. Soldier, thank goodness. Please do something about that, quickly. That? Aw, they're kind of cute. Whoa, what is this? These are, I think, red saucer ones, which only have 570 HP and thus fall to me really quickly. Because I do over double their HP and damage. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. What was that? You've never seen one before? That was a Shinra building intruder neutralization mech. Intruder neutralization? So why was it attacking Shinra staff? It suddenly went off out of control. They're stationed in other areas too. Can you go check on them? The director told me to go into the entrance, but... like I said, this is entirely optional, but it's heavily implied that the people you can save here die, and I don't like that feeling. And I completely missed that soldier there for a moment. Because I want to go into the training room. And there's also the fact I forgot he was there. Yeek! Screaming, is someone from Soldier in there? Oh, you guys don't look like soldiers at all. Shinra employees, what are they doing here? Get away from them! And 6 more of these things. Pretty easy, especially when what happens to me happens. Modulating phase, summons, and giant dragon to the face, and a level up. Nice. So, yeah, these things should kiss their non-existent asses Goodbye with an extended animation.
Conflict resolved.
Ouch! What were you guys doing in here? Well, the science department had training room all day, so we were here for, maintenance. Just the two of you. Maintenance. Please, you mustn't tell anyone that we were in here. I won't tell anyone. You do want to say I won't tell anyone because you get a better reward out of it, and by that I mean you get one. Good man, take this as a token of appreciation. 5K gil, not too shabby if I say so myself. Mind you, I already have like 8 times that plus, but oh well. Let's save this guy now. Hey, you alright? Behind you. Huh? Oh, hey, more of these things. You know, maybe if I didn't do all those missions, these guys could be a possible threat, but I think I'd be doing over 570 damage at this point anyway with my luck and level ups. Thank you for saving me. Did that mech get you? Pathetic, isn't it? A soldier member getting beaten by something like that? Even soldier members have bad days. This was a good day for me. To be honest, I'm not really fond of fighting. Come on, pull yourself together, you're a soldier! I apologize, sir, I'll be on my way now, but this isn't much, but please take it. And you get an ether for that. Well, actually, ethers are probably the most used item out of the main ones. Zach, where are you now? Oh, Director, I'm sorry, I'm on the soldier floor. You have to head to the entrance immediately. We've been massively compromised. Massively. Alright, I'm on my way. I'm counting on you. Either way, except for me talking very fast. Yet again, I apologize when I do that, but it's something I've been doing my entire life, and there are times I have to rush through speaking. But ethers are probably the most used out of the main items until you get a lot of elixirs. Because MP is pretty scarce. And wow, they did mean massively compromised. Why are Shinra weapons attacking the Shinra building? Ooh. Is Genesis responsible for this? And we get some new enemies. Genesis Avengers and Sweepers. Sweepers have, I think, around 3,400 HP. They're machines, so they're weak to electricity, obviously, so have a Thunder Materia on you. You should at this point, no matter what. And Genesis Avengers, I believe, but I forget how much HP they have. But we'll see that. You'll see it soon. Oh, these poor infantrymen. They don't even get a chance. Damn, they're everywhere. And time for a fairly big battle. 5 Genesis Avengers, 6 Sweepers, and 7 Red Saucer 1s. Genesis Avengers, by the way, I think have 1,200 HP? I would know if I could see Libra on the top right. Yeah, 1,200 something HP sounds about right, though. Ow. Stop that. By the way, I don't think I mentioned exactly how the DMW works. Ooh, another level up, really? How the DMW exactly works when it comes to getting modulating phases. The way the slots work is that the left slot stops first, then's the second, and if the 2 phases match, you get a modulating phase, which gives you the third one, which brings in limit breaks. It's also how you do level ups. You can only get a level up during a modulating phase. If a 777 shows up otherwise, though, you get invincibility for a certain amount of time. Or you can just get null physical damage. I really like the DMW system, though, just due to the randomness it brings in, but it's a good randomness, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost always positive. Random positive effects I have no problem with. It's random negative stuff, or random death, that I really hate. Sephiroth! The intruders are Genesis copies. Hollander must be behind this. Who is that? A Shinra scientist who vanished after lifting the copy technology. Are you saying that this Hollander and Genesis are working together? Perhaps. What is it they're after? Hollander lost his bid for the leadership of the science department. He has borne a grudge against Shinra ever since. Revenge is most likely his objective. That's just petty. Are you telling me that Genesis is supporting that idiotic cause? I prefer not to believe it, but... then don't believe it. Very well. I won't. Now, Zack, Genesis copies have been sighted in Sector 8 as well. Let's go. I really do like Sephiroth. In fact, if I recall, he's voiced by George Newbern, Superman from the Justice League animated series. Whoa, this is some serious trouble. We should split up. Understood. Well, obviously, he's not being voiced by George Newbern right now because that's my voice, and while it's a great voice, it's not them.
Hold on, I'm a-comin'.
Sector 8 is Turk's jurisdiction, Slick.
You've got to be kidding me! Song, do something!
There's no need for concern.
Huh?
Okay.
The other areas.
Midgar's just crawling with nasties.
Soldiers having difficulties. Reno, Rude.
Just say the word.
Go. Yes, sir.
So now we're outsourcing to the Turks.
Soldiers being stingy.
There's a manpower shortage. You're a Turk too?
I'm Cisne.
I'm Zack. Pleasure to meet you.
Zack, aren't you on assignment?
Same objective. Need some help here?
I appreciate the offer,
Oh,
but...
how generous. Well, Sung, Zack, I gotta go.
Cisne has been added to the DMW, and she's also a pretty interesting character because she's from Before Crisis, the game I mentioned earlier that was mobile and Japan exclusive. We're looking for a man named Hollander. If you find him, apprehend him for us. Cisne was one of the player characters you could get. She was the female something. Shuriken female type that you could add to your party. And for some reason, she was the only one to appear in this game and also get a name. Or at least a real name. Interesting little fact there, they actually brought that in. Though I forget if that game takes place before or after this. I think it came out before or after. I'm not entirely sure. I don't have enough information about it. I really should read up on it on the Final Fantasy Wikia, though. Now, you could head forward and just continue with plot, but we want to go to the left and right and save these people from these machines, because this is Terminator, clearly. Really, though, just another sweeper in G-Avenger. Now, I'm surprised, though. They're not using Matra magic on us. But then again, that's 7. This is before 7. Thanks a lot. I thought I was done for. This guy I saw down the street. He looked kind of like becoming the leader of those masked guys attacking the city. You're with Soldier, right? Thrash that guy for me, won't you? Here, I'll give you this. And we got earrings. Do it for me, all right? And I shall look fabulous as hell while doing so. And you also want to go over here and rescue this mother and child, because... side quest item stuff, really. It's more of the same battles that we've seen to this point. Now I have to wonder, though, where are these enemies coming out of when they randomly appear? Because the big ones I can understand, but still. Either way. Thank you. A little while ago, this nice girl in the suit helped us back there. But then after that, a scary-looking man with a big gun came. And the girl went to face him alone so we could escape. Please, mister, I'll give you my favorite treasure, so please help that girl. And we get an amulet. Please. I forget what most of these items do. I know they're equipment accessories that boost your stats, obviously, but I forget exactly what they do. Either way, let's head down the street a bit. Another copy? Looks like this one's a cut about the mask guys. And that he is. This is the G Eraser, 8400 HP, which is the only thing he really has going for him because he's not hard at all. If you have Barrier, put it up, but beyond that, he is just a mini-boss. With this really cool attack sequence, though, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, if this was a fighting game and Genesis was a character, that would probably be one of his supers. In fact, why isn't he in this idea? That'd be very interesting.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to have wings. You know, like an angel.
If people had wings, they'd be monsters.
Wings symbolize freedom for those who have none. They don't symbolize monsters.
Soldier first class indeed, a very impressive show of force. Unlike the Turks, we folks our soldier are paid to fight. Take this, a token of appreciation for helping me out back there. And we get the research department QMC. While I'm out to my next job, didn't you have another assignment too? Assignment, yeah I do. I'm sure we'll see each other again. By the way, this is my favorite song in the game we're listening to right now.
Once Sector 8 is clear, come to Mako Reactor 5.
Did you find something out?
Angeal has been sighted.
So it's search and destroy?
The army is mobilizing, but there's still time. You and I will find them before they do. And
what?
fail to eliminate them.
For real?
Yes, for real.
Excellent! Probably.
Zack is such a teddy bear sometimes, you notice? Anyway, that research department QMC, what that allows us to do is now on the main menu, or at least the pause menu, you can actually shop. At the very bottom of the menu, there's a shop option now. Which is useful for items. Though the main one is coming from a side, the big one that I really like to use is coming from a side quest coming up. A Sahajin, 3,710 HP, just watch out for its jump attack, it's honestly nothing threatening at all on its own. In multiples, maybe.
Is that Angeal's face?
It appears Genesis isn't the only one who can be copied. The company training room. We used to sneak in there for fun when the seconds were out. Genesis, Angeal, and I.
You guys were pretty tight.
I wonder.
Infinite in mystery is the gift of the goddess. We seek it thus, and take to the sky. Ripples form on the water's surface. The wandering soul knows no rest.
Loveless, Act 1.
You remembered.
How can I not when you've beaten it into my head.
Don't take Sephiroth lightly. Noted.
Is that the best you can do?
All hail Sephiroth, huh? Angeal, stay back. I'll take Sephiroth alone.
Genesis?
The world needs a new hero.
Come and try.
So smug. But for how long?
You'll destroy us all.
That's no way to talk to a hero!
Oh, he just said talk to the hand.
Angeal.
Out of my way!
Genesis!
Just a scrape. I'll be fine. Don't worry. Even if the morrow is barren of promises, nothing shall forestall my return.
So, was everything all right?
Yes. As far as Genesis was concerned. But as for Angeal...
Angeal? What happened?
Later, I received one of his famous lectures.
About what?
Always the same. Discipline, dreams, honor, etc.
One of those, huh?
So it's true. They're in league with Hollander.
How could this happen?
I just... Orgasm, that was so cool. And that's a really old Nostalgia Critic reference, wow. And Jill, what is it you're up to? I have to look for clues. And welcome to Mako Reactor 5! This place is kind of important in 7, and a new mail! Recruitment from Treasure Princess. I'm looking for someone who will go on treasure hunts with me. How'd you like to team up? If you're interested, I want you to prove yourself first. Somewhere out in the fields there's supposed to be a treasure hidden by Shinra's General Affairs Department. If you manage to find it, I'll let you win. You can get your hands on some really rare items by becoming a treasure hunter. Not a bad deal, is it? No? No, I didn't think so. Good luck. Move to spam. That does actually start a chain of missions, though, for the Treasure Princess. Take a guess at who that is. It's totally not a young girl we met towards the end of part 1. Not at all. But that is actually pretty important one chain of lists in my eye, quests in my eyes, rather. Because for doing it, you get another, at the end of it all, aside from some pretty decent materia through it, actually, you get another shop, which leads to some really good materia. Like status element inducing magic attacks, like Hell Faraga, I think was one of them. A lot of interesting stuff. I recommend you check it out. There's actually, I should remedy something I mentioned last part. I'm more accurately the way I'm handling quests is that I do some each part. Though I generally try to stay within 5%. Generally. Keyword. By the end of the part, I have about 20% of them done. Bear in mind, last part, I did 13-ish%. So, not as much. And my next new enemy is an A. Aramon, I believe. I'll find out as soon as I almost get killed by these A. Sahajins. Yeah, A. Sahajins, their biggest threat is their jump attack, because that can do upwards of 400 damage. Yeah, A. Aramon, 1890 damage. Most of the ones you find in this area are over the Mako pit, so you need to use magic to reach them. Blazara is what I recommend. I got that from a mission last part, so you should have one by now if you've been doing all the missions I did. And we're going to want to turn this valve because you're actually required to. Because it powers up the door above him. If you talk to Sephiroth, he'll say that the door we need to go through is locked, so I just skipped that step and went right to here. There's also some chests we can get down here, namely a Shinra Alpha, which is a pretty decent set of a pretty decent accessory. And a high potion. I should mention, actually, there technically is no equipment in this game. There's materia and accessories, that's it. Don't even get to change your sword. By yourself, at least. Yeah, though, it's kind of weird seeing Zack in the black, though. I'm still used to the purple. Mind you, that's probably because, if I recall, Zack was a playable character in the PlayStation 1 fighting game by Square, Air Guys. And I think the purple was his default costume. I know he had a red alternate, I think. It's been a while since I played Air Guys. Sephiroth was also in that, and he was kind of broken just due to his sword's length, honestly. So were a couple other characters, but I'm not going to mention them by name yet. Gotta say, though, I love the designs of the A enemies. They're really cool. Now, one thing I actually forgot to mention, I think, about the DMW as well. I mentioned that if you get 2 of a number in a row, not in a row, just 2 of a number in general, that's not a 7. Like, if I got 2 2s there, I would have leveled up the materia in my second slot. If you get all 3 of that number, it goes up by 2 levels. So if I had a level 1 materia and I got 2 2s, that would be up to level 2. But if I got 3 2s, it would be up to level 3. The more you know, and knowing is, of course, half the battle. Really, though, the best recommendations for this place is keep an eye on your health, watch out for the ARMon's magic, because it does some semi-decent damage, around 300 damage in my experience. The biggest thing to look out for is the A. Sahajin's jump attack. Its physical attacks aren't that much of a worry. Now, you don't have to come over here, but I'm coming over here anyway because it leads to this, which is a shortcut back to the save point that I don't need at all, but I want to do it anyway. Because I could. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, for some reason the encounter points around here are really not scattered, the opposite of scattered. They're very clustered. As you'll notice right here. I finished one and another. That didn't need to be there. The way I would have done that is I would have made it one bigger battle right in the middle of that intersection, but that's just the way I would have done it. And while I'm studying to be a game designer, I'm not there yet, so maybe there's a reason they did it. Also, I find it weird there's no map here. I know we don't have a signal, but still, it's kind of strange. The power's been restored. Let's go. Whoa, hello there, lab-looking thing. A wretched sight. Well, what's going on here, Sephi? These are highly confidential research documents that Hollander stole. The stolen documents were in regard to Project G, degradation, and ancients. Some of them may have been left here. Search this area carefully. Okay. Project G, summary. Objective, implant the cells of an ancient into a human fetus to imbue said fetus with the ancient's abilities.
It was Hollander's experiment. The result was a normal child, which meant he failed. However
what? Gonna finish that sentence there at all, Sephiroth? No? Okay. Report on the soldier degradation phenomenon. The heightened abilities of soldier members are maintained by a delicate balance of various genetic factors. A change in this balance can only be caused by a leak of genetic information, but this is not possible under normal circumstances. This phenomenon is unique to soldier type G. I'm feeling woozy. It was before Genesis deserted.
the wound was superficial, but for some reason, Genesis wasn't healing. The man who treated him was Hollander.
Professor Hollander, how is Genesis?
The problem is the Mako energy that seeped in through the wound.
Is it treatable?
First, he'll need a transfusion. You aren't viable.
Why couldn't I be the donor? A soldier, type G.
Interesting. By the way, I love the piano piece that plays there. Really nice. The Ancients Project. Outline. It is now an undisputed fact that the life form excavated from the Earth is indeed the ancient race spoken in legend. Furthermore, history records that these ancients channeled the power of this planet to tear the Earth asunder. Using the cells of the unearthed ancient, we have begun research on creating and mass-producing a race with comparable abilities. The primary objective of this research is to significantly reduce Mako excavation costs. Interesting. I recommend you save around now, by the way. And let's talk to Sephiroth again.
Project G gave birth to the man we know as Genesis.
Project G.
Project Genesis. Contrary to this report, Genesis showed clear signs of change.
Degrading?
Not only that.
Copies?
Abominations.
Sephiroth!
Hollander, I thought I'd find you here.
The degradation process. Only I can stop it.
Genesis.
You won't take Hollander.
Zack, go after Hollander.
Yeah.
There is no hate, only joy, for you are beloved by the goddess. Hero of the dawn, healer of worlds.
Loveless again. You never change.
3 friends go into battle. One is captured. One flies away. The one that is left becomes a hero.
A common story.
If we were to enact it, would I be the one to play the hero? Or would you?
It's all yours.
Indeed. After all, your glory should have been mine.
How petty.
In hindsight, perhaps. Now what I want most is the gift of the goddess.
What? Well, either way. He won't get away, not before he tells me where Angel is. And now we have to chase down Hollander. Great. By the way, I forgot to mention earlier, the missions that unlocked when we got that email from the Treasure Princess were missions 841 through 866 and 911 through 966, which is a fairly large portion. Yet again, I recommend you do a lot of missions at certain save points. Do them throughout. They're pretty good to go when you don't want to do anything else with the storyline, or if you're, especially if you're playing this in like a car or in the diner waiting for you or something, or it's a good thing to do when you're not wanting to continue on a plot or you're just waiting for something. Because then if you fail, you're right at a save point. Though, fun fact, if you die in a mission, a side mission really, what happens is you are sent back to the save point. Your health and such will be restored. But it actually was a game over in the Japanese version. I don't know why I went towards this. No, actually, no, I know why I was going towards this. I thought there was an item in here. There's not. So it's good to see Hollander's waiting up for us. He's like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? By the way, Hollander does not deserve that badass of a voice. Holy hell. But it's a badass nonetheless. Anyway, come back here, fat man, running away from me. Yeah, I gotta notice me actually in this area a lot of the times when the enemies don't jump out at me like that. Hugging the corners when I enter rooms like this. That is me avoiding the encounters. Because it is possible to do it in a lot of locations, and what I'm doing around here is hugging the corners. Straight and simple. Yes! Actually, I just realized this is... for those wondering, I usually record these a day or two before they go up, these specials. This is actually about 5 days, the 2nd right now. And I just remembered, AGDQ starts tomorrow. Check that out, because speedrun's not only fun, but speedrunning for charity. Yeah! I actually get to do something like that well, I get to recommend you do that in time for once, instead of, like in my Minish Cap playthrough, talking about it, and then it getting uploaded like 4 or 5 months later. God, my backlog is glorious, isn't it? Come on, Zack, you can just touch it. Ah, you went into the battle. Womp womp. How did that hit me? Also, you might be noticing, and you may have noticed it earlier as well, you might be wondering how exactly Zack or Angel keep their swords on them when they don't seem to have holsters. I believe it was explained at some point, it may have been in Vanilla 7's manual, but soldier uniforms, I think it's that big circle you see in the back right behind the sword, have magnets on them. So it's magnetized to his back, that's how it's doing it. Advent Children, though, would actually give a certain character a sheath for his sword, but he's also wearing a different clothing at that point, so there aren't any magnets to hold it with. And I'm trying my damnedest not to accidentally name characters that either haven't showed up in this game yet or aren't relevant, because, yeah. I was actually originally going to tackle this after 7, but then I realized, why not? Might as well tackle the compilation in order as I could, as much order as I can. Or the complication of Final Fantasy VII, as I prefer to call it, because see, some of these plot lines get convoluted. Especially in Dirge of Cerberus. Either way, coming up is another fairly major mission session. I do it for about maybe an hour and a half. So let's take a look at what missions I've done. And also I got some mail. First off, this is what my items are looking like. You can see all the equipment I have, and a lot more of the things I got. I got at the Odin materia at this point. In terms of what I have equipped, got that stuff. Now for the missions. I have done up to 20% of them, which is a surprising amount. I should mention, 20%. That is 20% of 300. Even then, it takes a while for a percent to show up, so it's not exactly 20%. So that's roughly, let's see, 60, 70, probably 63 missions I've done. Not bad. Still got a lot to go. And now some mails from Treasure Princess. You passed the test, and now you're my ally. And as my ally, you better start working. Somewhere in the ravine, there's supposed to be a treasure hidden by Shinra's accounting department. Go dig that sucker up. The boss's orders always stand, and I'm the boss, naturally. You have no right to refuse, got it? Good luck. That chest buried by the accounting department had nothing but a receipt inside, and I blame it on you. You better find a real treasure this time. Somewhere out in the fields, there's supposed to be a treasure hidden by Shinra's PR department. Go find it. I hear there's lots of nasty monsters in the areas, but I'm sure you'll be alright if you're careful. Good luck. What's the PR department thinking? There's nothing but a public relations magazine in that chest. I want a real treasure this time. Somewhere in the Marine Caves, there's supposed to be a treasure hidden by Shinra's HR department. Go find it. You can bet there's a lot of nasty monsters in the area, but I'm positive you're used to that by now. This one had better be good or else. Okay. There was nothing but a roster inside that HR chest. Oh, this is making me mad. Hey! If you botch this next one, you're fired, Buster. Somewhere in the coal mines, there's supposed to be a treasure hidden by Shinra's secretaries. Find it, but it isn't going to be easy. I'd say you better be prepared for the worst. Then again, you could die before you're prepared. The coal mines are famous for having really mean monsters inside. I wonder who this is. Nasty pictures. Ew, sickos. Are Shinra's employees trained to put their trash in their treasure chests? That's it. Everyone in Shinra's gonna get it someday. Somewhere in the Marine Caves, there's supposed to be a treasure hidden by the Shinra Science Department, and I'm taking it. If you don't want me to take it, come and claim it. I challenge you to a duel. Winner takes all. Let's go time. Just between you and me from Anonymous. I can't tell you my name, but I know of something of interest to you. There's a secret item somewhere in the fields. If this gets in the hands of an anti-Shinra group, Shinra will be finished. I suggest you find it before it's too late. And that triggers another set of missions, the Anonymous Hints one. I'll do that later. And time for this area's boss, or this chapter's boss, really. The pile machine, the cutter machine, and the shot machine. Take a guess at which one's which. Damn you, stop getting in my way. The pile machine has 10,230 HP, a rapid-fire physical attack, and a partisan attack. The cutter machine has 9,800 HP, a chainsaw attack, a spin attack, and a poison attack. And the slot machine, or shot machine, has 8,780 attack, a rapid-fire attack, a missile attack, which I swear is actually monster missile, which actually ignores your vitality, which means you'll take more damage from it than you think. And silence gas, which inflicts silence. They're all machines, though, so use Thunder, if you got it. Or Thundaga, or Thundara, if you have that, that's even better. I actually got Faraga at this point due to finding it in a chest at one point during those missions. Not a very hard boss. It's actually just 3 normal enemies you could have run into in missions at this point. Especially the shot machine. Really, though, it's nothing too bad. Take them out, and that's more or less the end of the chapter. I count the chapters as ending with those little pictures, like the last one ended with a picture of Genesis. The first one ended with the picture of Zack fighting the behemoth. Stuff like that.
Hollander, do you understand what you're doing? Working for Hollander now? What is it you're after?
World domination.
That's not even funny, man.
How about revenge?
For what? Angeal!
I've become a monster. A monster's objective is usually world domination or revenge.
You're wrong. Those aren't the wings of a monster.
Well then, what are they?
Angel's wings.
I see. Then what should an angel fight for, Zack? What do angels dream of?
Angel.
Angels dream of one thing.
Please, tell me.
To be human. Defend yourself!
Something about this seems very familiar. I don't know what. But with that, and this picture of Sephiroth looking all pissed off, I'm going to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking around for 800 videos. Next time you'll see this is likely at subscriber number 120 or 900 videos or whatever happens first. I don't know. But either way, thank you guys for watching. Have a great night. Take care, and I'll see you guys later today or tomorrow. I forget when I'm going to upload this on Wednesday, just sometime on Wednesday. For whatever's next, I actually forget. I am totally prepared, aren't I? Either way, see you guys then.